I just want the house back. It's mine, and that's where I want to live now. I've let it drag on. I've tried to work it out with them, but he got cancer, and it lasted 3 years. And in between his cancer, I got breast cancer.
I have no intention not to honor her wishes, Your Honor.
Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. And yet you're continuing to talk in the background.
No.
Don't tell me no, ma'am, because I've heard you talking in the background.
There's people outside. The neighbors are out.
And your window's down.
There's window cracked, yes.
Your window's cracked.
Not my window. Did you want to talk to me about anything, or do I have anything to do with this, or no? And on the record, my mother said this was my home, so I guess that'll be a new case, Mom.
This one is honestly difficult to watch. We're looking at a mother who has faced more pain and struggle than most people could imagine. She beat breast cancer, lost her husband to the same disease, and now she's dealing with something no parent should, her own daughter and the daughter's boyfriend refusing to move out of her home. What should be her place of peace has turned into a constant source of stress and tension. They're not just overstaying their welcome, they're making her daily life harder and more painful. I'm really curious to hear what you think about this situation, especially since some people online are actually defending the couple. Let's take a closer look and see what's really going on here.
Your name, please.
Vicky Hackenberg.
Okay. And Mr. Perwalski, can you please unmute, turn on your camera, and state your name for the record?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Can you see me now?
Yes. Okay. And you're in a vehicle, but you're not driving. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm parked.
Okay. Ms. Hackenberg, I had placed you and Mr. Perwalski into a breakout room, and the two of you were able to have a conversation?
She
No.
was muted, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
She was muted, Your Honor. I think she just figured it out.
Okay, so the entire time that the two of you were in a breakout room, there wasn't any conversation?
No conversation, but I've tried to have a conversation with him a couple days ago, and it didn't turn out well.
Okay. And Mr. Perwalski, you received a copy of your advice of rights and information regarding landlord-tenant matters, correct?
The document that was given to Danielle Hackenberg saying that I am supposed to be on this Zoom call, and then one mailed a day later of the same copies. Is that what you're referring to?
No, sir. No, sir. The advice of rights that you have the right to have an attorney, a jury trial, housing assistance, reaching agreements outside the court, the location where your case is heard. Did you receive that document?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Hackenberg?
Yes.
All right, you own the property?
Yes.
Okay, and Mr. Hackenberg or Mr. Perwalski resides there?
He does. There's no lease. There's never been one.
When Mr. Perwalski checked in, he mentioned something about his girlfriend. So is his girlfriend your daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so does your daughter also reside there?
She does.
And your daughter's not on this action?
No. And she is not an owner of the home.
Okay. Are you seeking to have your daughter removed from the home also?
I will be, yes.
Okay, well, I'm slightly confused as to why you're not doing that simultaneously if you're intending on doing that with your daughter.
Okay, I don't want to take up too much of your time, Your Honor, but I was trying to work it out with my daughter so she could stay. She's my daughter, and if I can tell you very quickly, my husband got cancer during COVID. She lived in Tennessee. I asked her to come and be with her father while he was dying so he could see her. And she couldn't, his oncologist wouldn't let her stay with us because if he got COVID, he would pass immediately. So the house was empty and wined out. We let her stay there. At some point, Chris came and stayed with her. My husband died almost 2 years ago now. I asked them to pay the utilities and mourn her father, and she could stay. But now I want the house back because I intend to move into it. I just want the house back. It's mine, and that's where I want to live now. And
Okay.
you know, and I'm sorry I've let it drag on. I've tried to work it out with them, but he got cancer, and it lasted 3 years. And in between his cancer, I got breast cancer. So I guess I've dropped the ball because of a lot of things. But now I just want take care of all of this and get my home back.
Okay, Ms. Hackenberg, I'm not suggesting you drop the ball anywhere. I was just trying to prevent multiple court dates for the same issue. That's all. When I asked that question, that's what.
I just wanted to explain myself. That's all.
Okay. All right. I understand. Thank you. Mr. Kowalski.
I'm present.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. When are you moving out?
I have no, as far as I'm concerned, Vicky Hackenberg is my family and I love her very much. So I have no intention of, coming in between their family matters. I think this is a legal way is, so it's up to you. I just got my residency here in Michigan. So having an eviction on my record, I don't think that would really help future living situations for me. So I don't want that on my record, and I would like to do this civilly with Vicky, because I do believe, in no time that we'll be talking again, and her family will figure it out. So it's how do we do it without tarnishing my residency here? And
well, you move out before the next court date. That's one way.
I'm completely with the judge on this one. If you listen carefully, you can actually hear the daughter whispering to Chris in the background, feeding him lines on what to say. That moment alone reveals so much about what's really going on. Then Chris starts with this exaggerated "I love her so much" speech, and it feels completely rehearsed. If you genuinely care about someone, you don't make their life harder by refusing to leave their home, especially when you're not even contributing rent. Saying those words in front of a judge and in front of a woman who's already endured serious health struggles just feels tone deaf. It's as if he believes the right words can erase the damage caused by his actions. But this isn't about staying too long. It's about plain disrespect. The judge clearly picks up on the lack of sincerity, and you can see it all over her face. Moments like this only make their case look worse.
Or when did you get notice of moving out?
I got a copy 2 days ago, handed to me from her daughter Vicky. Said someone with a badge gave it to her. I got it when I got out of work, and then the following day I got in the mail. Sir. Yes. Before you were provided with the notice for today's hearing, you were provided with a notice to quit, right? So what date did you get that? 2 days ago.
No, sir.
And there's
before
an
this action was filed.
What? Excuse me?
Before this action was filed.
Yes.
You had received some documentation.
I see. There's attached documentation that states that Vicky Hackenberg has filed something on the 28th of September, and I must move out by the 28th of October.
Need more time.
Correct. So now you had what, 7 weeks?
No, that's an attachment I have on this paperwork that just came in the mail.
Sir.
It's not paperwork that I received, Your Honor.
Well, she indicates that she gave it to you personally on September 28th of 2023, where you had to move out by October 28th. Is someone in the car with you, sir?
Yes, it's her daughter talking in the background, and she's I can't hear anything. I'm sorry.
Okay. Whoever's in the background, you need to stop talking, please. Sir, you've had notice. This is not the first time, and you did not become aware of it 2 days ago. So what arrangements have you made to move out?
Your Honor, this document that is attached, I was never given by Vicky personally.
Sir?
If she's given it to her daughter and their dispute hasn't come to me, I'm in the middle of a family dispute.
No, sir, stop. You cannot tell this court that as of 2 days ago, you had no inclination that you were being asked to move out.
No, I've been asked to move out since I moved here 2 years ago. But Vicky has signed documents to the state saying that I live here so I can get my Michigan ID. They're up and down with their emotions, so I don't know what to take seriously. But this is the first time I had legal paperwork.
Sir, let me be very clear. Take this seriously. There's now a pending action in court that is before this court that Ms. Hackenberg has asked for you to move out.
Yes.
So I'm going to let you know.
I have no intention not to honor her wishes, Your
Stop
Honor.
interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. I'm going to make sure you get this advice of rights as well. You have the right to request rental assistance, and you have the right to have an attorney, and you have the right to reach an agreement outside of court. You have the right to have a jury trial.
Okay.
The next date that you guys will be coming back is December 15th. That will mean if a judgment is entered by then, that you have until December 25th to move out of the home. Otherwise,
Okay.
the eviction will enter on your record. So if you don't want that to enter onto your record, sir, you may want to move a little quickly in finding a place to move.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I just didn't want an eviction on my record, and I'll do whatever Vicky wants me to do. That's okay.
Oh, get it clear. Yeah.
When? How long do I have to move out?
Well, okay, for the record, okay, can you please put the camera on the individual that's in the car with you, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. What is your name, please?
Danielle Hackenberg.
Okay, and how do you spell your first name?
Danielle.
Okay, and you heard me ask you a few moments ago to stop talking in the background because you're not identified for the record.
Yes, I did.
And yet you're continuing to talk in the background.
No.
Don't tell me no, ma'am, because I've heard you talking in the background.
There's people outside. The neighbors are out.
And your window's down.
There's window cracked. Yes.
Your window's cracked.
Not my window. Am I, did you want to talk to me about anything, or do I have anything to do with this, or no?
The level of disrespect in this hearing is unbelievable. Chris's fake confusion and constant dodging were already bad enough, but seeing the daughter, who should be standing by her mother, act so dismissive toward both her mom and the judge just makes it worse. This isn't a complicated legal issue. It's simply about a homeowner wanting peace in her own house without being mistreated by the people she allowed to stay there. Yet somehow, both Chris and the daughter act like they are the victims. He's living rent-free, and her attitude only adds to the chaos. Neither of them seems to care how much pain they're causing this woman, who's already been through more than enough. You can see the exhaustion and heartbreak written all over her face. It's sad that something so basic, respecting a parent's home, has to be resolved in court. The judge's patience here is honestly remarkable, but you can feel her frustration growing with every exchange. Hopefully, it all ends with a firm and fair decision that finally brings this mom some peace.
You inserted yourself because you continue to talk in the background in trying to give Mr. Farwolski answers or suggestions as to what he should say. So,
No.
I am going to state this. I'm identifying you for the record as being present because you've been commenting on the record, so I need to have you identified for the record.
Okay. And on the record, my mother said this was my home, so I guess that'll be a new case, going forward.
Miss Danielle Hackenberg, your mom is the owner of the home, is she not?
I'm on the original deed of this home, and my mother has told me that this is my home, so I guess she has changed her mind now. That is where it's at, I guess. So not sure.
Vicky Hackenberg, whose name is on the deed to the home?
Vicky Hackenberg.
Mom, you can have
Is
the house.
Danielle Hackenberg's name anywhere on the home?
No.
Danielle, why do you believe that your name is anywhere on the home?
Because when it was bought, it was me. I believe on this home, it was me and my mother 50-50 when it was bought. So that is why. And I was told, and I was taken off at some point. So
you were told you were taken off of the home?
no,
She signed.
no, I did not.
When was the home purchased, Vicky?
I believe it was 2009.
And who purchased the home?
My husband, Ronald Hackenberg, and myself. And, Your Honor, is at one time, Danielle, we did sign it over to Danielle, had her added to the deed, but Danielle has had bad substance abuse and alcohol problems. She moved to Tennessee and did not want to return. When she did come to visit her father at one time,
This is
we asked
hearsay,
her,
not your opinion. But, okay.
may I?
Okay, don't interrupt, please, because we're on the record. We cannot record two people at the same time.
Your Honor. And so about 5 years ago, her father and I went to a real estate lady. Danielle said, yes, take me off it. I don't want to be here. I want to be in Tennessee. And we did that because of the drugs and alcohol. We were afraid she was going to be in an accident driving that way and hurt somebody. And we would get, or she or I would get sued,
Mom,
and they would take the house.
Okay.
So,
all right. So at one point Danielle was on there. So that explains why she thinks that she
could I
Yes.
speak on the
is on
record,
the
Judge?
deed. Okay.
Could I have a chance to speak on the record on this quickly?
Okay.
Okay, so I know for a fact, and I'm sure you can get the documents, and I didn't want it to come to this, Mom, but I guess we got to go there, right? Not only this house, but one of the William Street houses, it was just me and my father, and I'm off of that now, so
because of
that's
drugs and
another
alcohol.
no, there's no
Okay,
proof.
hold
That's
on,
her opinion.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that is her opinion
Alright.
of me. That is not a fact, and I did not sign my right
Okay.
to. So she's done this, and now my dad is gone, and I have no rights to what he left me because she's deciding her kids are on drugs and alcohol. Yet there's no proof of that, and I am just a normal person that works, but she just wants to be able to say what she wants to say. But where's the proof?
Where's the proof, she asks. Well, the proof is in how you've been living and acting. It's really not too hard to see. I mean, this poor mom hasn't even had the space to grieve the loss of her husband in peace because she's been dealing with the constant hostility under her own roof. Not that she's living there or anything, but she literally has full legal access to this house. I mean, I really just don't understand this. You only get one mom, and watching somebody treat theirs like this is just so hard to stomach. And add in the fact that she's talking over the judge and refusing to stop. It's not exactly the way to win points in court. I mean, if we really just break this down, the lease says who's allowed to be there and who's not. I mean, that's pretty much the end. I mean, it's really not too hard to see. Just bring the lease and this thing's over. So I don't know why they brought all the drama and excuses. Like, they know they're gonna lose. It's probably just to stall things out. But if they just focus on helping this poor woman instead of like fighting it, none of this would be happening. And like, maybe they could have stayed, but instead the court is now spending time on something that should have been resolved the moment she asked them to leave. I mean, that says it all about where their priorities are.
Okay, excuse me, Your Honor. Would you like me to bring documentation of the notarized paper? Should I go to the real estate people and get copies of where she signed and I own the home, or I have my home. I have my homes in excuse me.
I need all of the documentation that shows who is the owner, who is not the owner, or whatnot. Okay.
And how it was done.
Of course, I have
And
all.
so we'll see everybody back next Friday at 10 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
in person. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you.
I think
Call.
Mr. Perlowski, next Friday, 10 a.m. in person.
Okay, is this their matter or my matter?
It's your matter. As of now, it's filed under your name, so that's your matter.
Yeah, again, I'm caught in the middle. Mine was just the eviction matter, not their family matter.
Sir, you're residing in the home. As of now, Vicki Hackenberg, from the information I have, is the lawful owner of the home. She's filed an action for you to be removed, so for you to move out. So that is why this is your matter. Okay.
Okay, but I'm not fighting Vicky's wishes.
You're what?
I said I'm not fighting Vicky's wishes. It seems like a whole nother court case just came up in the middle of that drama. So you're understanding kind of what I'm in the middle of.
Sir,
I have no
what I'm-
desire to
what I'm
upset Vicky or anything.
Chief, what I'm understanding is that there's clearly a lot of family issues. And
Yes.
there's been a matter filed that Vicky wants you to be removed from the home. And
Okay.
so you're still there. So we are setting it for a second hearing on Friday at 10 a.m. in person. So that's December 15th at 10 a.m. in person here at the courthouse. Okay?
And that's nothing that can just be resolved right now. I can
No, I
agree.
don't see
I
that
can
there-
agree to a date to be out. That's fine. I just didn't want any eviction on my record so I can get a new place to live. They can solve their own thing in their own
Hold
court. I
on,
don't think it
hold
needs to
on,
come into
Mr.
my matter.
Perlowski. Mr. Perlowski, that, I put the two of you in a breakout room to speak beforehand, and that didn't occur because of technical issues, I don't know. Is there a date that you are stating that you will be out by?
I think responsibly giving the situation, I would need at least 60 days. I just made a home here. I just made a home here.
Are
I don't know.
you, hold on, please. Are you giving Mr. Perlowski 60 days to move out?
No.
Okay, so there's the answer, sir. We have to have everybody back on Friday the 15th at 10 a.m. In the meantime, if there's another date that you're all agreeing to and you want to enter into consent judgment, we can do that on that date, okay?
Vicky, is there a date that works better for you?
Mr. Perlowski, I have an in-custody matter I have to handle, so I can put the two of you back into a breakout room, the two of you can speak, that's fine. I just can't do that anymore on the record.
Oh, we could speak in person if she's okay with that. All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, have a good day. Okay,
Thank you.
and we are,
Where's the proof? She asks. Well, the proof is right there in how they've been living and behaving. It couldn't be more obvious. This poor mother hasn't even had the chance to properly grieve her husband's death because she's been surrounded by constant conflict in her own home. It's heartbreaking to see someone treat their own parent with so little care, especially when she still has full legal rights to the house. The lack of respect is hard to watch, and then there's the attitude in court, talking over the judge, refusing to stop. That's not helping their case at all. The situation really isn't complicated. The lease clearly states who's allowed to live there and who's not. That alone should settle it. Yet instead of accepting that and moving on, they've turned this into unnecessary drama. It honestly feels like they're just trying to delay the outcome, even though the result is obvious. If they had simply respected her wishes and tried to support her instead of fighting her, none of this would be happening. This whole ordeal says a lot about where their priorities truly are, and sadly, it's not with the person who deserves the most compassion in the room. School. Alright, guys, here's how this one wrapped up. In the end, the court made the right call. The daughter and her boyfriend had no legal claim to stay in that house, and the judge ordered them to move out within a few weeks. Now, this mother can finally live peacefully in her own home without the constant stress and tension that's been hanging over her. It's unfortunate that it had to come to this point, but the ruling brought long overdue clarity and relief. What really struck me, though, was the total lack of empathy from both of them. Even after everything this mom has been through, fighting cancer, losing her husband, and holding her life together, they showed no real remorse. Watching her break down in tears while they just sat there, smiling like nothing was wrong, was hard to stomach. And that whole act from the boyfriend, pretending to be emotionally invested and saying all the right words, it was pure manipulation. He knew exactly how to play it, but it couldn't hide the truth. This was never about love or family. It was about control and comfort at someone else's expense. Thankfully, justice was served, and this mom finally got her peace and her home back. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should the court have gone even further here? I think the judge handled it with patience and fairness. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. Take care, everyone.